The Cranfield Safety and Accident Investigation Centre, our role really is to provide short course and professional training for aspirant accident investigators from around the world. And we deal with investigators from the air domain, the marine domain and the rail domain, and others such as land, health and nuclear. But our history really is in aviation accident investigation. When they come to Cranfield on the course, they are generally appointed by their company or their organisation or a national investigation body, and the Cranfield course is seen as one of the foundations of a career or professional career in accident investigation. So we work with people from a broad range of experience of various ages, generally reasonably senior in their career. And our role is to help them on that journey to becoming a professional investigator through the courses we run here at Cranfield. At Cranfield, we very much believe in the principle of teach, try, apply. So we will work with our delegates and students to pass over a lot of theoretical information, but the act of accident investigation is a very tactile, practical activity, so it really helps to embed the sort of theory we teach in the classroom to bring the delegates outside and give them some practical exercise which allows them to consolidate the skills that we're giving them. And the medium of setting up simulated accident sites is a really powerful learning tool and allows them to very nearly get it as realistic as possible, but still be a learning environment to allow them to try things, make mistakes, learn from the mistakes, and to build a really broad foundation of investigative skills. Because when they leave us here at Cranfield, some of them will, in a very short period of time, actually go to a real accident site and be dealing with the reality of a complex accident investigation. I mean, we are hugely privileged to have a sort of repository of a learning material here in the accident laboratory, which has been very kindly donated by lots of different organisations, from insurers, manufacturers, military organisations, and everything here has a purpose in teaching accident investigation and safety. And without having these practical tools to use as part of the teaching process, it would be a very dry subject for us to put across. So the act of bringing somebody here and showing them what we've been talking about in the classroom and then allowing them to see it and to experience it is again a really powerful learning tool. And it's something that our delegates and students are always feeding back to us, is that how the accident lab and the ability to engage with some examples of real accidents really reinforces the teaching and the learning process they're going through. The purpose of the course is to provide the initial training for these ladies and gentlemen that are going on to do an incredibly important job within society. Transportation systems are a way of life. Our lives are uniquely entwined with planes, trains, automobiles, etc. But they're a system designed by a human, and therefore there are problems with the systems, and unfortunately this involves some quite serious accidents at times with numerous fatalities. And for us to move forward, we need to understand what caused the accident, and our role is to work with these investigators to help them develop the skills to carry out a successful accident investigation, with the goal of making transportation safer for all of us. So the next time you or your family get on an aeroplane to go on holiday, you know that it's going to be about as safe as we can make it. And also in the understanding that when things go wrong, there is an active process in place to learn from mistakes and try and prevent it from happening again. And that's the goal of accident investigation, is to work out what went wrong and try and work out how we can prevent it happening again. Some of us are from the centre, are from a very academic background, but world leaders in safety and accident investigation, research and teaching. Others are sort of coming from a professional background. Some of us are from a military background, some from a civil background. We're engineers, we're pilot operators, we are ship architects. All these different skills we bring to make the centre as rounded as possible. So we're a balance between academic excellence and also practical experience. It's quite an interesting process to watch. You know, some people come here because it's something they've always wanted to do, and you can see that in day one. Other people have come here because they've just been gone into a new job and their employers told them to come here, and they go on a different journey. There's almost a sort of a quizzical look in their eye, and then 6 weeks later they have this sort of epiphany moment and they say, you know, Eureka, I get it, I understand it. And I suppose all of them go from this journey during the course, from being a very professional person with lots of experience to suddenly really understanding what it is to do this accident investigation thing. You know, it's not easy, and it's an emotional hard ride. It's difficult, it's complex, but it's fascinating and professionally challenging. But it's so fascinating to watch people make that journey, and then at the end of 3 weeks or at the end of 6 weeks, if they do the long course, then they're almost a different professional person going out the door than arrived on day one. They're better, they've got more understanding, and perhaps some of the questions they had during their professional career have been answered, and they can move forward and go out there, and what they will do is make a difference.